There's a new push this morning to increase tenancy agreements to a minimum of 2 years, with the peak body representing workers saying the rental market needs systemic reform.
Rents have risen by around 23% over the last 5 years, with a report last year showing only 1% of rentals nationwide were affordable for essential workers on the minimum wage, including school teachers, nurses and ambulance officers as well. For more, we're joined by ACTU President Michelle O'Neill. Good to have you with us. So how would changing leases to 2 years help solve these problems?
Well, having 2 years security is really important for working people, because what you need is housing that you can rely on. And we've got a problem both with affordability as well as security, and a whole lot of workers find housing really stressful and not affordable in those figures you just said, Matt. So 2 years would give you 2 years of security. What we see when leases end is that that's often a time when rents go up, and people having to move constantly makes it really hard to find accommodation near where you work. Workers need to live close to work, otherwise all the money that they are earning is getting taken up either in rents or mortgages or in paying for the commute to get to work.
It is a nightmare for renters. Let's look at the other side of it from a landlord's perspective. A lot of people are mum and dad investors. They are being pushed to the brink because interest rates, costs are going up.
Yeah, what we have seen is changes in the way that the tax system works, which are actually going to benefit people who really want to have housing as a home. We've seen a system that's really been supporting people that have got multiple investments, not just one or two. That's not the issue. Our rental market is really, really dominated by professional landlords. They're the people who have been making money, and we need to put some tighter controls in so that there's support for security and to stop rent gouging. But we also need more public housing. We've got a problem in this country. When Bob Hawke was Prime Minister, 1 in 10 homes was public housing. That's dropped to 1 in 50. So the other part of our plan is really boosting the amount of public housing we've got. That's going to help keep rents fair as well.
Yeah, where does the balance need to be for public housing? How many do we need to build? I mean, we constantly talk about a shortage of homes. How many for public housing?
We want to see 1 in 10 new houses being built being public housing. That means a massive effort from the federal government and the state governments. But there's a lot of money going into housing at the moment, and sometimes it's called affordable housing, but then when you look at it, it's not really affordable. So having housing in the regions and communities where we need our nurses and teachers and aged care workers to be able to live is a really critical thing that we need to do to support workers, but to support all of us. I mean, it's going to be better for people if we have housing that's not just a last-ditch thing, but actually proper public housing, good quality, use this good new modular housing development ideas, get housing built quickly and get it into the suburbs and regional communities where we really need it.
Okay, thank you so much for your time this morning.